Hey guys, and welcome back to Fuck Me in the Ass. I have to start over, I'm sorry. I'm so
Fuck
sorry.
Pizza Joe in the ass.
I'm sorry. I really wrote it down, but then I remembered at the last second that I changed it to something else. So I looked at the thing and I'm like, fuck! Hey guys, and welcome back to Race for Your Life, Pizza Joe. In the last video, we cleared the Wind Temple, we revived the Master Sword, and now we have to come back to Windfall Island to do a side quest. I wasn't going to do this side quest, but I figured I might as well. So, right now we can't actually fight Ganondorf because, as you remember, the boat told us, hey, you need to get to Triforce, and we can't do anything without that. So, now we're going to start the side quest before we do one of the most brutal parts of the game. I say brutal, but it's really more annoying and one of the most memorable parts that people used to not like this game very much. And honestly, I kind of don't blame them, but thankfully in HD they kind of fixed that. So, here in Windfall Island we talk to the Eskimo guy, and this starts a side quest where you have to go to 3 different islands and you trade, random assortments of items. And in the end, you get something pretty cool. But this side quest isn't all that great because you're going to need a lot of money. Roughly 755 rupees, if I recall. And you're going to have to trade them between 3 different islands, and we'll be seeing that pretty soon. So the idea is he gives us a flower. We trade that flower to someone else, and that starts a merchant's oath. And that just means we just got him another product for his store because his store is empty and there's nothing there.
Yeah, I remember talking to the guy, listening to the whole spiel and going, fuck it.
I was gonna go, fuck it too, but somebody asked me if I was gonna do this and I thought, oh, might as well.
So now you get to get mad at them.
So now I get the town flower. You know how there's these little pegs, especially like to the one on the left of Pizza Joe right there? You can use that to like benefit the town, and I guess that gives you a heart piece or something if you do it. I'm assuming there's another side quest. I never done it because I don't care.
You don't live here.
Yeah.
What do I care if it's nice?
That's kind of true, though. I really don't care. So, we have to find 3 merchants, and that will start this side quest. However, I don't know how you're supposed to know where they are without looking them up. I don't know if you can talk to some NPC and they'll tell you flat out where they are, but he doesn't tell you either, so I'm assuming you just have to look it up.
Wild guesswork.
Pretty much. Kind of like the Mother and Child Island thing.
Yeah.
Are the merchants always there, or do you have to instigate this side quest first?
I actually don't know. Actually, no. I think if you start the side quest, then they'll appear, because if you go back to the 3 islands, I don't think you'll see anything. You'll see rafts, but nothing else. So we're gonna warp back to Greyfish Island, because that's where it starts. You remember we've been here before when, it was raining forever and the postman came and told us, oh, hey, Jaboon isn't here. Looks a little better now. I mean, it's still ruined and everybody drowned and died, but, still it's nice.
It's so pretty.
The fish all drowned.
And they turned into birds. That single bottle wasn't for me. On that raft, we see a familiar shape.
Oh my god.
If we use the leaf, it's a Goron! One of the 3 Gorons in this entire game.
They're missing an eye.
Yeah, and they're all on this raft. I like to say this is the stupidest Goron because he's the only one who stands on a raft and the other 2 stand on the island. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to show him one of the valuable things, and what we have right now is a town flower. Fun fact, this is actually my 2nd attempt doing this side quest ever. The first time I tried it was also during the recording, but I got stuck and I didn't know what to do. Because you're supposed to trade him the first flower, right? And then he gives you this, the sea flower. So me, and my logical brain, I said, okay, I'm supposed to go to the other 2 islands and trade it to them. Oh, by the way, every time you trade an item, it also costs money, so that's why I said you needed 755 rupees. So you get the sea flower, and my brain says, okay, the other 2 guys need this. I tried giving this flower to those 2, and they traded me the town flower, which is a flower I gave to him. Guess where the sea flower goes?
Back to Eskimo Joe.
No! Even stupider!
Uh,
You buy the sea flower, and then you give him the sea flower.
oh my god.
And then he buys it.
Jesus Christ.
And then he gives you a completely different flower. You traded him his own thing. And you spent more money. Fuck this guy. Because I spent 20 minutes going, what the fuck am I doing wrong?
Well, look at it this way. If you push him off the raft, he'll drown in like 4 feet of water, so...
Yeah, but I need to finish the side quest before I do that.
Well, see, this wasn't even in the original, wasn't it? They expanded it for this?
No, I believe it was in the original, but... because you still got the same prize in the end.
I mean, like, they added more things for you to trade, didn't they? Because I don't remember the extra flowers. I just remember it going straight to the next thing you get.
I wouldn't know, actually. I looked it up, and it kind of seems like it's the same no matter what. I could be wrong, but I think I'm right.
Yoshi's motto. I think I'm wrong, but I'm probably right.
I could be wrong. That's why I say I'm probably wrong, because I usually am. So, we're gonna go to the same square that the Mother and Child Island was, which was in B2. Don't warp to that spot, because you'll end up to the Great Fairy spot, and, we've been over that. Here's the second Goron.
So there's only 3 Gorons in the whole world now?
In all of Wind Waker, yes.
How'd they survive the mass flood, then?
With rafts, apparently.
Well, there's only 3, honey.
Yeah.
Endangered. I like this guy, he has a wizard hat.
Yeah. I believe all 3 of them actually do the same thing. Besides trading, I mean, they all do the, oh, I traded you one thing, and then you trade them the same person the same exact thing that you just bought. I mean, I like to think that's actually really stupid, but then the more I thought about it, I'm thinking, oh, right, they probably care more about the money more than anything. Because every time you trade, the money goes up. The last flower we bought was like 25 rupees, and this one's 55. Just so we can get a pinwheel.
Well, remember, they're also Gorons.
And they're also Gorons, so for all I know, they're probably just really stupid, and that's probably the case.
Stupid merchants.
I really wish, like, you were able to decorate the boat with stuff, because I really wanted to put the pinwheel on them.
On the back, as a second motor.
Yeah.
Just as you ride, it just whirls around and breaks off.
Gets pecked at by seagulls.
We're gonna warp back to the Forest Haven, because the third island, if I believe what I wrote is right, I believe he's on E6.
Checkmate.
No, I'm sorry, F5.
Check.
Good enough, whatever. It's just like, it's near Forest Haven, you'll find it. Okay, so here's the last Goron. Arguably the smartest one, because he's on an island where there's another person.
At first I thought that the backpack was his front, and he was like a giant frog Goron.
Well, I don't think the world is ready for an atrocity, Olivia, but I do appreciate your imagination.
I will make it happen.
You kind of get the idea by this point. You just keep trading shit to the right Goron. If you get it to the wrong one, they just trade you the same thing. Which might actually lead you into thinking, oh, I'm supposed to do this, but no. And they'll also jack your money for it too, so don't.
Maybe they're scamming you to buy shirts that actually fit.
But they're selling me flags and flowers.
That's not going to be very useful in this storm.
It's missing the top of it.
I mean, they put some detail onto these items, but I guess it's just for looking at, because they don't have any actual use outside of making things look nice.
You got to make the island pretty.
But I don't wanna. Okay, so back to Red on the Mother and Child Island. We trade him the flag for another flag.
The Red Wizard.
For 85 rupees. It gets to the point where I just start doing transitions because watching it is already hard enough, but experiencing it is even worse. At least the idol looks nice. So I normally don't do this side quest, I usually just play all this main stuff, but the thing you get at the end is kind of worth it, but it's gonna kind of bite me in the ass later on, but you'll see why. And they always talk about the Merchant's Oath, and they always do this Matrix camera spin, like what they're saying is amazing, and I have to trade him the same stupid thing again, because of course.
I like what he says about it. No, I do not remember that. That's pretty awesome.
So metal.
No, I remember, he's the very last one you trade the last thing to, and he says the dumbest thing. We'll see it later. This is actually pretty cool. I do like the Skull Tower Idol.
At least the trading sequence in Ocarina of Time was interesting.
And you didn't lose money every time you talked to somebody.
And it kind of felt like there was a purpose between, like, the guy needed the medicine, so you had to go to the fucking, what's-her-name, the witch, and then the guy needed eye drops, so it's sort of all tied in, and this is just kind of...
It's just 3 islands. That's it. I feel like it would be more exciting, but more time-consuming if they were, like, 40 different go-arounds, and I'd probably might shoot myself if that actually happens, but, you know, whatever. Even though I just bought the flag, I need to give him the flag. I don't know why he loves this so much. But he can only trade 3 times a day.
What?
So I try to take out my Wind Waker, and he thinks I'm giving him the Wind Waker. I want to kill him, so no, I have to wait for a day to pass.
Business is 4/5 effort. That's why I'm not getting any business.
Then he'll take the stupid flag. For the postman statue.
You sound like you're getting hysterical, Yoshi.
Because I'm having PTSD watching this. Editing it was bad enough. Now I have to experience it. At least it's shorter.
Just breathe, Yoshi. Breathe.
This is my favorite one, though. He gives you a statue of the Eskimo.
Oh my god.
I know he has a name, but I'm calling him the Eskimo.
Wow.
The apple of every businessman's eye. That's why it only looks like one of them.
And apparently, this is, I guess, the equivalent to like a super rare Yu-Gi-Oh card because he's going crazy for it. And it's his lifelong dream.
Why does this exist? Who made this?
I don't know.
He made it of himself?
But if you do the side quest, you get a heart piece. And that's my 4th one in the entire game. Read that box, please. He's gonna hold it to his bosom.
Oh my god.
I need to drown from that. So, after you trade all of those items, now his store actually looks pretty cool.
And nobody can buy anything.
Yeah.
Yep, and there's no point to buying any of that unless you want to make stuff look great, but I don't.
Unless you want to make Windfall look possessed.
Yeah, just fill it with Skull Tower idols.
I'd fucking do that.
The most metal island.
That'll ward away all the bandits and pirates.
Or draw them in.
It just becomes a bandit hangout now because of you.
We did all of that for the magic armor. The magic armor is probably the only item that... Well, there's another one. But they're the only side item that's optional. You don't need to get it, but it's pretty useful. If you remember in Twilight Princess, there was a magic armor that consumed your rupees as the second you put them on. It's... doesn't quite work like that. It's a little better, but it's a little odd because the magic armor in the original Wind Waker works a little differently. In the original Wind Waker, the magic armor consumed your magic meter. But here in the HD version, it consumes your rupees, but only when you get hit.
Oh.
Try it.
And you also get this purple aura.
I like how there's an aura for the hat that you don't have.
I kind of like it because he always has this frowny face on the whole time.
Super serious.
You live for now. The pizza of the Joe must leave.
I bet you're shitting your job.
Don't harass the retail workers, they get enough of it.
I believe every time you get hit, you lose 40 or 50 rupees. So it still kind of sucks, especially at this point in the game because you kind of need money. But not as badly as in the original. I warped to Great Fish Isle so that way we can start the Triforce hunt.
Hooray.
If we go to the east of that, we'll be... Look, you're so excited. We'll be on the Islet of Steel. If you remember, Tingle gave us the Incredible chart. Tingle somehow found out where every single piece of the Triforce is. I don't know how, he just kinda did. Maybe that's why he was arrested. Who knows? But then again, he got arrested because of the camera. But whatever. So, the Incredible chart has every single... It tells you exactly where every Triforce piece is. In the original version of Wind Waker, this was kind of like the reason why a lot of people didn't really like the game besides the sailing. Was because of this sophomore half where it's just... You have to find every single Triforce chart, and then you have to go get it deciphered at Tingle's. And Tingle would charge you 398 rupees just for one treasure chart. And in the original Wind Waker, there were 8 treasure charts. After you got them deciphered, you had to go find them and fish them out. And altogether, that was 3,184 rupees.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Which was impossible to all have at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thankfully, in the HD version, they fixed that. Now, you only need to get 3 of the Triforce charts, and here's one of them. I actually do believe this is actually, like, Triforce chart number 1. And it's the easiest one to get to. All you gotta do is fight off the battleships out there and play your Wind Waker, and you'll get the chart.
You play a game of Battleship with them?
Yeah.
Now, is there any rhyme or reason between the 3 that are charts compared to the ones that you actually find the pieces? Like, is there any similarity to how you get them?
I don't know. Because it's just these 3 that you just need to get deciphered. All the other 5 are just right there in the chest. I don't know if they just wanted to keep the chart theme going, or... Because they removed 5 charts. And I tried to use my sail even though there's no wind here, but...
I think I have a theory as to how Tingle knows where they are. You know how you picked up that Tingle bottle outside?
Yeah?
They work as his eyes.
But there are notes in them.
His eyes and his lips. Everywhere.
Next, we're gonna go to Stonewatcher Island, but there is no island, and that's because the next chart is in this gold ship. And if you look at the Incredible chart, there is literally a gold ship on it, like doodled onto the map. This is another easy one to get. I guess to answer your question, I guess the reason why they stuck with the charts for just a few of them is because these were the easiest ones to get?
I suppose.
That's all I can think of. Other than that, it's just, well, because it was in the original.
You picked up a Tingle bottle here, too. My theory has been confirmed.
I mean, it does beg the question why they didn't just go all the way. Because only Japan likes Tingle.
Yeah.
And I think parts of Europe, because 2 of the Tingle games came out over there too. That's the second Triforce chart. Now, we're gonna go back to Forest Haven, because the third one is...
Actually in a Tingle bottle.
No, it's not right there. It's actually me trying to get money because of the stupid magic armor side quest. I don't have enough money to decipher all 3 charts if you look at my rupee count. I said that we found the last one in the Stonewatcher's Island, but I'm sorry, that was at somewhere else entirely. But it's still southeast of Great Fish Isle, so I was right. Anyway. So here, we warp to Forest Haven and we go east, and this, I believe, is called Bird Peaks Rock, and I want that Tingle bottle, damn it.
I'm right.
Feel proud? Feel proud of yourself?
Yes.
You should, because you're awesome.
Oh, Yoshi.
So, you remember the Hoi Poi pair from a million years ago, and I know that's not what it's called, but fuck it.
The Ahoy Hoy pair.
I know. That's because Travis has an influence on me. So we're gonna need that, but... Want to know why they call me Hawkeye? Because I never miss. That's right.
Now let's watch him miss.
Because I never miss. Because I never miss. Because I never miss. I'm just showing you how normal people shoot. And now, I'm going to show you how Hawkeye shoots. Because I am Hawkeye. That's right. That's how you shoot.
I did this wrong. I used a seagull before killing all of them, so I was being chased by like 5 birds while trying to get the thing.
You were hoping it had dynamite attached.
You can't do it like that. The next Triforce chart is stuck behind this gate, but we need to hit these 5 switches that are on the nests, on those rocks over there. And I can never get that bird no matter what playthrough, so I just say screw it. What you gotta do is get your hoi pair, put it on your head, and control a seagull. This is the only time this is actually mandatory, I believe. You need a seagull to beat the game.
It now has a bent beak.
It'll be fine.
Miss.
I'm trying to hit the stupid switches. There we go.
I guess that's why they call you Seagull Eye.
Look.
You're drunk and crusty with salt.
I have no follow-up. Okay.
Yoshi.
I don't even know if seagulls have good depth perception, do they?
Fucking...
I mean, I know if you have like a graham cracker or a piece of bread, they're gonna kill you, but whatever.
They'll dive bomb you from like 50 feet away.
So, because I wasn't able to kill 2 of these birds, they're gonna be following the seagull. Somehow they know I'm controlling it.
Maybe they just eat seagulls.
Maybe.
Possibly.
But they're not that hard to dodge. You just gotta fly up and down and just easily shake them off. I've never failed this, so...
This bird does look like it's drunk.
And I do believe the first time I did this, I did have all 5 birds chasing me. And I still made it anyway.
'Cause you're awesome. 'Cause you're Hawkeye.
Seagull Eye, thank you. Gosh. Okay.
And broke the sword.
Yeah.
So here's the last Triforce chart. From then on out, every Triforce piece is actually in a chest.
Oh, it's so much easier.
That takes care of the charts. Now, originally, you could decipher them any order you want. You could get all 8, you could do 1 at a time or whatever. But anytime you had to decipher the chart, Tingle would charge you 398 rubies. Now, because I did the Magic Armor side quest, I lost 755 or so. And so I was a little short by the time I got to him. So I was only able to decipher 2 of them. But thankfully, because there's just so many shining spots and rings in the ocean, you can easily fish them out and you'll find 50 rupees pretty easily.
Everybody praise Yoshi for his awesome math skills. He's very proud.
Math is my worst subject. I'm actually gonna go decipher them right now, just to get them out of the way. I really like getting the charts out of the way because all the other spots are just better.
Yeah, I recently played this, and I was playing it non-stop until I reached the Triforce chart quest, and then I put it off for like 2 days. I'm like...
That place was called the Cliff Plateau Isles, by the way. There would be like absolutely no difference if I went to the fish and like try to get him to like mark my chart, because I don't think the chart actually shows up in the HD version. It's because everything's on the gamepad.
Oh, yeah.
And I accidentally went to the wrong spot, so that's why.
I just got every map marking just because I wanted to.
Oh no, I didn't go to the wrong spot. It's just that I realized, wait, Tingle has his own spot.
Tinkle?
Hey look, Travis said it once and nobody said anything, so screw you.
He just pees off the end of his tower.
You know he does anyway.
I was gonna sail here, but then I thought, I could just warp. I don't wanna.
This quest is long enough. I'm Yoshi.
Shush. I actually like playing this game and I had to play it, so thank you.
You're welcome.
I do believe we've been here before.
Why does he have slaves?
I believe one of them is his brother.
The other one is a slave, though.
The other 2 are slaves.
He's got slave clones.
Unless they're all brothers, I might be wrong. I know one of them flat out says he has another brother.
One of them's a brother, the other's just a guy who washed up on the island.
That's so sad.
He's not allowed to leave.
Nope.
Well, he has nowhere to go. There's no boat. He's stuck here.
He doesn't naturally look like that. They, like, broke his legs and glued hair onto his face. Punched him in the nose so it was red.
Oh, Tingle. No wonder you went to jail. Okay. So, every time you talk to him, he still thinks you're a fairy. And he also wants to play games. Don't play games with Tingle.
Don't play games with Tinkle.
Fine.
Why's he got a big watch necklace like Puff Daddy?
I think you mean somebody else.
Or 50 Cent. I don't know rappers.
Never mind.
You're getting colder, sweetie.
I don't know!
If you decipher one of the charts, it costs 398 rupees. I mentioned that before.
Kanye West.
Good God.
It's one of the guys from Public Enemy.
Flavor Flav, Olivia. Flavor Flav.
it is.
Okay. I've never heard of that person, I just know there's a rapper who wears a big watch. Wilson.
So, I'm a little short. I can't get the third chart deciphered. And I break my legs.
You're short because you're a child.
It took apparently the rest of the day to get it, but I got some rupees. And I can finally get the third chart deciphered.
And Tingle broke his nose in your swole chest.
This is the last time we're gonna talk to Tingle forever. Say goodbye, kids. We're also never coming back here, because there's nothing else left.
Goodbye, Flavor Flav.
Oh, Olivia.
Goodbye, puff-flavored crisps.
Puff 50 cents flavor. Gitchy gitchy ya ya da da.
50 ice cream flavors.
Wow. Okay. So.
Go away, I'm tired.
Whatever.
I'm tired and sick.
The Triforce hunt would do that to you.
You fuckers want me.
But at least now, it gets a little more tolerable. So, now that we have all the charts deciphered, we're gonna go and fish them out. The maps tell you where they are, but if you don't have your sea chart deciphered by the fishes, you're just gonna have to find out where it is. But because I've played this enough, I know where they all are. And they're all actually really close, and arguably right next to each other. So, back at the Great Fish Isle, the first Triforce chart deciphered it to right there. If you see me struggling with the hook, which I've been doing all video, it's because when I record these, I'm listening to podcasts. So when I pass through the shiny parts, I don't hear the "ah."
I figured you weren't actually listening to it.
I'm just thinking I'm probably right somewhere.
The whole thing just makes me think there's like a choir of fish just serenading
And
it.
that's one. It's one Triforce chart. It looks kind of pretty, doesn't it?
It looks like a piece of cheese.
Looks pretty to me.
A broken piece of cheese.
Yeah, it's like tear a hunk off the end.
Okay, so back on the Islet of Steel. We're gonna pass the Islet of Steel because it's right here. Like I said, they're really right close next to each other. You just find the shiny spark. They're even like giant pillars of light. They're not even like little circles.
Yeah.
That podcast was so good, you guys. You have no idea.
I liked how you pulled out the hook and then you hesitated like, I know I'm wrong this time.
Well, I do hour-long sessions. I can't just like listen to the same music where I'm just sitting there.
I do.
Like, I like the music of the game, but in the nighttime, it's just nothing. It's just the sounds of other things. And I've just played this game so much that I don't need to listen to the music.
I like how Pizza Joe goes slightly cross-eyed when looking at treasure.
Hey, look, it's Pizza Joe's birthday. He can do what he wants.
I think it's cute!
He can damage his eyes if he wants to.
Just let him be cross-eyed, okay?
I don't need glasses, walks off the boat.
Hey, look, in some fandoms, the cross-eyed character who says nothing is somehow the most popular.
Name one.
Derpy.
Oh.
Slam dunk, am I right?
Freaking Yoshi watches My Little Pony, guys.
Is that really a secret? I mean, I run a blog and everything. And I make fun of everything in the world, so is it really that weird? I make fun of my own life. I'm doing Let's Plays. My life is already horrible enough as it is, Olivia.
Yoshi, no.
So the next Triforce part is right there. Again, right next to the Forest Haven. You can even see it in the background.
The holy cheese chunk.
And that takes care of the Triforce charts. We have 3 of them already. There's 5 left, but now all the other ones are in completely different islands, and now all of the Triforce pieces are going to be in chests.
I like how that one looks like you could kill someone with it.
Well, they're all pretty sharp.
About the size of a brick, just hurl it at someone.
Friendly reminder, Groose is the one who broke the Triforce and put it in the ocean.
Little fuck.
Canonically. We're going to warp back to the Tower of Gods and go south of that. If you remember really early in the game, when we first got to Windfall Island, there was a teacher named Miss Marie, and we stopped all the kids and, you know, made them be nice and yada yada, and we did this whole side quest where we gave her butterflies. After, I believe it was like 50 or so, that she gives you this deed. This deed is actually necessary to beat the game. Here, on the private Oasis, also known as Pizza Joe's Love Shack, it's officially ours now.
Jesus Christ.
There's a Triforce piece here.
If you were like me and you didn't know that was necessary to complete the game, you have another side quest on top of an already long side quest.
The butterfly side quest is really easy, because I showed you where to, like, just farm for them. You just got to use your grappling hook and enter a door in and out, and Olivia, I can hear you still. Hey.
Feel my frustration.
So I'm trying to crawl under here thinking that maybe I can get there, and I'm trying to prove to the island that I am its master and obey me, but it didn't work. And I don't believe that Miss Marie has any connection whatsoever to the lore. I'm pretty sure she doesn't even know that there's a Triforce piece here, so whatever. This island's ours now. Let's talk to the door.
Come on, Island, do my backflips not please you?
To my knowledge, I do believe this is the only talking door in all of Legend of Zelda. And this door is a butler and can talk and is sentient. And it's the only thing that's ever like this in all of Zelda, and there's no explanation whatsoever, and that's why I love it.
Does he have a name?
The door.
My mind immediately shut off. This door is a butt.
Be gentle to this fine door.
Well, before, he wanted us to get out of here. He's like, ugh, your filthy hands, get out of here. But then when I showed him the deed, he's like, oh, please, touch me. Open the door.
I like it dirty.
Oh my.
And there's a cardboard cutout of him in a mate's uniform.
So, does he have, like, one mind split amongst many bodies, and every carving of him is him?
I don't know. There's a picture of that kid, the snot-nosed kid. If you remember on the outside island, there's one of them. It might lead you to believe, oh, Miss Marie is somebody who commits child abandonment, but no.
What the fuck?
This is just a jigsaw puzzle, and if you solve it, I believe there's like, I don't even know how many, I think there's like 6. There's a number of puzzles that you solve, and at the end I do believe you get a heart piece, but I remember one time I tried this a whole one time and I hated it and I didn't do it ever again.
I love that. Suddenly I've become aware of my existence as a door. Wah. Wah.
What you're supposed to do is use your grappling hook and swing up here, and that'll disable the fireplace. And if we go down the fireplace, there's a mini dungeon. I really don't think Miss Marie knew about this.
If she did, it's very suspect.
But hey, look, we just took a look at our new house, so we can finally move out. Screw you, Pizzagram. You jerk.
Well, there's no furniture in the house.
Well, there's a talking door and a talking...
Yeah, but you're not gonna sleep on him.
And a bathtub.
There's a bathtub. We could probably, you know, buy some stuff and move the furniture in on boat, you know.
There's a bathroom, you just have to turn off the fireplace every time and then pee into the hole.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than the nothing he had back home.
It's better than a tower.
He can fit. Hey, look, it's a fixer-upper, okay? This is a mini dungeon, so there are all these little corridors and little holes for you to crawl through. It's pretty simple. You just gotta crawl here, guess where you're going. You'll eventually find it. This is actually me trying to find, like, just the fastest way to me trying to find it, but I accidentally end up solving the entire dungeon, so, you know, whatever, that happened.
I'm terrible. I have no sense of direction or coordination, so this took me much longer than it should have.
Well, it's usually like 5 minutes because there isn't much here. It's like a maze, but really, there's not much.
I get it, Yoshi, I'm dumb.
Hey, look, I didn't say any of that. So, I tried to hammer that because I wanted to hit the rat, and somehow that led me to... I don't know why I hit the ladder. Okay, I'm sorry. I had no excuse. So yeah, at the end of this little hallway, there's more hallways, and I somehow find a butterfly. Like, I need it. Oh no, sorry, I find the rupee. I find another chest with a butterfly in it. Look, I'm not very good at remembering things.
You were secretly hoping. You gave it shit before, but deep down inside.
Look, I was waiting to be disappointment. I'm just... Okay? I was waiting to be disappointed. I'm so used to being disappointed, you have no idea.
Yoshi, it's okay.
It's Pizza Joe's birthday, man. Just let me have this.
Let me have disappointment?
Just let me have it. Eventually, like, do I really have to give you, like, a guide? Just crawl. You'll find it eventually.
Just wander around.
I think at this here you might actually get confused because you hit the switch and you're like, whoa, where am I even going? That's because that's the way out. And there's a switch back there. What you're supposed to do is go down that hole, and I get a teeny bit lost. Not a lot. But as soon as I land here, I realize, wait, I've been here. There's 2 holes.
It's always funny when what you say matches Pizza Joe's expression.
Well, sometimes what I say doesn't happen on screen at all. And then I just kind of like an idiot, and whatever, I'm used to that. And I'm just kind of used to that. So you fall down this hole, and there are redeads. You remember how we handled that back in the Earth Temple?
In the original, you could actually hit that switch through the wall. Can you do it in this one?
I think you can, but I just wanted to solve it for real. And I killed that rat! In your face! I wasn't even aiming for it, it just happened to be there, but...
What the rat do to you, man?
Crawl around and be annoying. And I hope it's the same rat in the Forsaken Fortress that hit me when I was freaking sneaking.
He came all the way here.
And took my money. Rude. I don't think they have like a wacky Zelda name. I'm pretty sure they're just rats. Even like the King of Red Lions even said it back in the Fire Temple. He's just like, yeah, they're just rats.
They're vermin.
They're edible.
If you're hungry enough, I suppose.
If you're a boat.
Well, maybe in certain countries, rats are edible.
Where's the boat gonna get rats in the ocean?
From you, Pizza Joe. Do your damn job.
It just...
And a sigh of relief is heard all over the world because the Triforce piece is right there. No more deciphering. You just gotta get him. So, it's only been one video, but we already got half of the Triforce pieces.
If you don't have the charts, how do you know where the rest of them are?
Well, you kinda just... You get the charts when you go on an island and there's a mailbox that's wiggling. They're pretty much gonna say, okay, the player's gonna go there. They can't ignore the wiggling box. They're gonna get the chart no matter what. Unless you just happen to flat out ignore it, which I don't know why you would. But if you didn't do that for whatever reason, then there's always the internet. And if you're talking about if you didn't have any internet, then a guide. And if you had no internet and no guide and you just flat out skipped the postbox, good luck.
There used to be things called guidebooks, which I'm surprised people still make.
Yeah.
But if you couldn't afford one of those, or had one, I wouldn't know.
There's no dancing, Yoshi. You've lied to me.
east of the private Oasis, or Pizza Joe's Love Shack, is the 5th Triforce piece. It's behind the Stonehead. Under the Stonehead. This is actually Stonewatcher Island, I'm sorry. Necessary cut. Anyway. Sometimes people come into my room and they don't know that I'm working, or I need a break, or I need a drink, or I need to make sure the recording's still there. Oh. This is another one of the easy spots to get the Triforce pieces. It's just to clear all the rooms and defeat all the enemies until the last door unlocks. Pretty simple.
I like how they say, oh, when you come in, like they were, oh, it's company.
Well, they've been under a rock literally forever, so... Although I do find it interesting, there are all these little nicely carved pillars and stuff, vaguely resembling the Tower of Gods.
That kind of looks like the angry ram.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know why these enemies are here. By this point, you should be strong enough to just murder everything by looking at it. I'm gonna have fun with my ice arrows here.
We are so inbred.
It's okay, I'll put you out of your misery.
That's where the lip comes from.
That's a disturbing thought. I'm collecting the money, even though by this point I don't need money at all. But I haven't shown the magic armor yet. And you will be seeing that soon.
So kinda need money.
Kinda, sorta, but after that I don't really use the magic armor all that much. Mainly because I could just take the hits and I could just easily heal myself, and I'd rather just do that rather than, you know, put on a thing and... I'm switching to my ice arrows even though they're already set. Put on a thing and just, you know, waste money. Just dumb.
I wonder what your favorite weapon is.
The ice arrows! You know how in Ocarina of Time they were just kind of okay? They're really awesome in Wind Waker. I'm actually pretty proud of that actually worked. Because if I missed, I was gonna be sad.
He's just pumped.
Of course I'm cool, I got the ice arrows.
Oy.
These are the jokes, Olivia. You did that in chat a while ago. I know what I'm talking about. Oh no, how will I ever get out of this?
That works.
And somehow that didn't kill them. You know, with the fully charged Master Sword and the Hurricane Spin. Whatever.
How dare you not die immediately?
So after you clear up all the rooms, the Dark Nuts come out. And I believe they're the last line of defense. The Dark Nuts are easy to fight.
Yeah.
The nuts come out in the dark.
No.
By this point, you should have so much experience fighting them that it shouldn't prove anything.
They don't really seem as menacing as they do in other games.
Well, there are a few Dark Nuts that might give you some trouble in this game, but we're gonna see them later.
They're not this ones.
Yeah. Isn't it if you take their swords, you can smash the pillars and get a bunch of money?
Yeah. And you're actually gonna see that right now.
Right.
See? And so if you're strapped for cash, one of the cool things about the Triforce chart hunt was that these areas, well, you can crush yourself with a pillar, but these areas usually had a lot of money. So, you know, if you couldn't decipher a chart, you could have at least gone to all the other Triforce areas and, you know, find the money that's in there. There would be money in the pillars, money in the enemies, like a lot of money in jars. So they kind of knew, they wanted to help you. But still, it was still kind of annoying.
They wanted to help you in the shit they made impossible.
I heard that the Triforce hunt exists because the game was rushed at the last second.
As is the Zelda way, sometimes.
Not all the time. Sometimes it gets delayed and it just ends up being alright. Or the same.
And other times it's Skyward Sword.
I like Twilight Princess too, Olivia.
I like that they added things in this game that were taken out of Ocarina of Time, because Ocarina of Time was rushed at the last minute. And then they had to take out things from this because it was rushed at the last minute.
It'll appear in the newest Zelda.
I hope they make a Wind Waker 2. And no, not counting Phantom Hourglass or Spirit Tracks. I do like those two games, but I mean like a real Wind Waker, like, Return of the Actual Baton. Maybe we could see some of the old unused ideas.
Subtitle, Return of the Actual Baton.
Okay, so that takes care of the first bit of the Triforce hunt. We have 5 Triforce pieces already. And in the next video, we're going to get the last 3 Triforce parts. It's still a little bit of work, still going to require some money, but it's a lot less painful than it was in the original.
Yeah. Still feels a bit busy worky.
It is, but I actually kind of enjoy parts of it.
Yeah.
Like in the original, I didn't like it at all because it was just so time-consuming and I just wanted to beat up Ganondorf.
I didn't like any part of it in the original except for all the money I got.
First time going through, if you just don't know all these things in advance, it's probably going to be even worse.
Yeah.
Like the deed and the pair and, having all the money. Like, all of that is just things that you wouldn't, normally think of. But, once you do it enough times, you just duh.
Yeah.
That's why I was telling you guys earlier, get the deed, remember this pair, get another pair.
You weren't just being a good Samaritan, you wanted stuff for it.
Yeah, and also don't do the magic armor side quest unless you don't want to hang yourself.
So do it if you don't want to hang yourself, okay.
Yes.
Do it because you need to want to hang yourself. It's the pizza way.
The Pizza Joe way.
The Kanye Weast.
the Kanye 50 Flavor Flavs of ice cream way.
Fuck you guys. Can you tell I don't listen to rap music? I wonder.
I'll give you some credit for trying. You thought of every rapper in the world.
Except for Flava Flav.
Well, nobody thinks of Flavor Flav. It's okay.
Was it Ice-T? No, he wears ice. Okay.
No, he doesn't, sweetie.
I know! It was a joke!
You're thinking of Ice Cube?
It was a bad joke! Just has pierced ears with ice cubes dangling from them and they're just melting onto him. You sure you guys still want me here?
Oh boy.